Welcome back, my beautiful family. You're still right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And this morning, we're getting to celebrate her queen. She is someone who is showing that, in fact, my friend, it is never too late to chase your dreams. She is someone who, from Taste Master South Africa Season 6, has made absolute waves. And, in fact, just like the flavors on Taste Master SA that are bold, beautiful, and just an experience and a half, that is what this queen is. And I cannot wait for you to get to know, if you don't know her just yet, Dustine. I am so excited for us to celebrate her because her journey has been one that is truly remarkable. Why? She's a self-taught cook and she's at the age of 55 doing the things that need to be done. And this is why I'm so keen for us to get to know more about it. Everyone, let's welcome her. It's Dustine. Dustine, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm amazing, thank you.
Yeah.
My gorgeous, your journey has been so amazing.
Thank
We
you.
always need to go back to the beginning. Talk to us a little bit about what exactly sparked your love for food as a whole and even just cooking.
Wow, good morning, everybody. It's fantastic to be here this morning.
Yes.
If I think about going back in my life, what really inspired me, I guess it was my mom and later on my mother-in-law.
Yeah.
You know, the women in my family just had an intrinsic fascination and desire to cook.
Yes.
So I was in the kitchen helping along and enjoying myself. It was brilliant. Yeah.
That's beautiful. I love that. Women in our lives have such big impacts on our lives. Because now look at you. You know, something that they did and have just been able to really, I think, instill in you as well.
Yeah.
But now when we talk about entering the competition, Taste Master South Africa, that's a big decision to make.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
What was the moment where you said, okay, I'm going to take this leap?
Do you want the truth?
Yes, please. we want only the truth.
Oh, gosh, it was up for grab. Well, an opportunity, and I had a dinner with my two beautiful daughters and a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, it was a couple of glasses of wine.
That's so funny, yes.
That brought a bit of courage,
Yeah.
and for me to make that commitment and say, this is it, I'm going to do it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you know what? I'm glad you got the courage. That's what matters.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's been quite the experience for each and every one of you that have been on this show.
Yeah.
But let's talk about what exactly it has been that really has stuck out to you when we talk about challenges and even just like the highlights.
Yeah.
What has been that big thing for you?
I think you can never explain to people the amount of pressure on a show like this. You know, we all love cooking shows. We love to watch them.
Yes.
And we love the hype and the excitement. But
Yeah.
I can tell you now, when you're on that set, behind the camera, words cannot even describe how nerve-wracking it was, particularly for me.
Yeah.
So I think for me, learning about that, I thought I was quite confident. I thought that I was accomplished. But my word, I'm not a TV personality, and I got to find that out in the show. But the camaraderie amongst the contestants was something that I really, really didn't expect. They are the most amazing bunch of people, all 9 of them,
Yes.
and very, very talented. So I learned a lot. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I learned a lot from them.
Dustine, I'm so glad to hear that because I feel like you said, it's a lot of pressure. And for me, I'm like, I'd burn everything. Do you know what I mean? So the fact that you didn't, I'm so proud of you. Especially just from the pressure itself. That it just, you know, but you're speaking about having learned a lot. You're a self-taught cook.
Yeah.
How was that journey for you in terms of really just learning and actually allowing yourself to, I think, you know, really get into this world of cooking?
Yeah. Look, I think there's a place for every kind of cook. You know, there's a place for very high end. There's a place for everyday, you know, kind of feeding people.
Yeah.
And I learned that on the show. The people that were in, the other contestants came from a multitude of different backgrounds, from very high end to also self-taught people. So there's a place for everybody.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, for me, learning that there's just, you never stop learning, you know, and to take this on a little bit older in life, I just am so excited because there's just so much more to do, you know, and explore and grow. So I'm loving it, absolutely loving it.
That's
yeah.
beautiful. And speaking of the stage in your life that you find yourself now, you know, what made you really decide that you want to chase your culinary dreams now?
Well, I'd had a long career in corporate.
Hectic.
And I'd been in many boardrooms for many years.
What were you doing in corporate?
I was in advertising, in media.
Wow.
Yeah, media planning.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed all of that time, but it came to an end and it was time to look at something else and how to pivot. And, you know, with the time that I have now, I just thought, what the hell? Jump in, go for it. Life's short, enjoy and embrace every opportunity. So off I went.
Yeah.
And I'm really a beginner, actually, in this space.
But
And
look at you. You're on Taste Master South Africa. Africa.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm
Yes.
enjoying it and loving every minute. Really, I am.
That's
Yeah.
incredible. Okay, I'm going to give you some time to think because we're going to be getting into the kitchen.
Okay.
I'm going to allow you to think of what advice you'd give to anyone right now who's afraid to step out at a later stage in their life. You know, you as someone having been so, or rather having done so, and so beautifully as well. So I'm going to give you time to think, then we're going to step into the kitchen, okay?
No problem.
Beautiful. Dustine Tobler is in the house from Tastemaster South Africa Season 6. We're getting to know her a little bit better and getting to know her journey as well as someone who is 55 years old, but is a self-taught cook and got onto this beautiful show, all in the name of making her culinary dreams come true. It is always so incredible to see. And this is why we love Tastemaster South Africa so much, okay? Every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m., it happens on SABC2. And you can find all of the deliciousness and all of the great stories right there when you decide to tune in.
It's a month full of deliciousness on the Tastemaster SA this Tuesday evening at 7:30.
At Mournful, we are known to bake these big, chunky, delicious cookies.
We need to start cracking, like seriously.
Oh, you know.
Nothing is under control.
It's chocolate doing this.
I don't know what they're going to think of this cookie.
Find out how the cookie crumbles on the Tastemaster SA. Tuesday evenings at 7:30, repeat Wednesdays at 1 and Sundays at 4 p.m. Only on SABC2.